Hello everyone, welcome to Elevator Talk Show, and today we'll be doing Spider-Man PS4 review, which I'm going to be doing because I did the Heist DLC review, and I decided why not do the full Spider-Man PS4 review, because yeah, why not? I should have done that first, but obviously I didn't, but let's get it going. So the first thing I want to talk about is how I feel about this game, personally. I think this is actually the best Spider-Man game, easily. Spider-Man 2 held the title before, but I think Spider-Man 2 still is a great game and all. I think it's like one of those classic games you can never forget. But I think Spider-Man PS4 kind of beats in every way in the terms of the combat, story, characters, graphics, soundtrack. Yes, I even prefer the soundtracks most of the game, even though there are classic theme songs like the Pizza theme song and Black Cat theme song, and even the theme song when you start swinging and you're like, oh no, Dr. Connors. But shit like that. It's classic, but I think the soundtrack in this game is right above it, and it's only beaten by the Danny Elfman score. And as for the Spider-Man, let's talk about the Spider-Man in the Spider-Man game, because that's the most important part you gotta talk about. And let's just say that Spider-Man in Spider-Man PS4 is the best he's been in a while. He's much better than he is in the movies. In the movies, he's not that good, in my honest opinion. I don't like Tom Holland. And this is the perfect modern day Spider-Man we should have gotten. And I think everything in this game is great. Like look at the combat. The combat's brilliant. It's amazing. It's quick. It's fluid. It's so interesting. Like, I can't even play Batman Arkham anymore because I'm so used to the combat and style in this game. It's honestly changed how I view video games for superheroes, because it's I think it's revolutionary. Arkham was the first change to make superhero games look more bigger and you can do more things in it. But I think Spider-Man PS4 capitalized on everything and made it much better in every way. Now Peter Parker, the voice actor Yuri, is brilliant, and the actor, the voice of the face, John, is also the perfect cast choice for Spider-Man. They both bring the best of Spider-Man. They make him amazing again, and make him from his mediocre comics to his mediocre movies now, to just nothing compared to it. He's the best Spider-Man, and yeah. Now let's talk about the suit. Yeah, let's look at the suit. Now let's talk about the suit. So this suit is my personal favorite suit. It is brilliant looking. I mean, look at this. At first, I will admit, I didn't like how the suit looked. When I saw the gameplay trailers, I was like, really? This suit looks extremely weird. There's like a big white spider in the middle that just looks so weird. Even at the back, like, it looks all so weird and shit. But then when I got more into it and more I looked at it from the trailers, it looked amazing. And then when you got into the game, it looks brilliant. Like, look at this. This is beautiful. And now for every other suit in the game, we're going to be looking at, see, there's a lot of suits. Some of them I don't like this one, this one, this one. So, I mean, there are suits I don't like in this game personally, and I don't think they should be here. I think it's kind of weird though that the MCU gets like 3 suits, which is completely wrong in my opinion. There shouldn't be Stark suit. I think that should be in the game, and Iron Spider should be in the game, and I don't think Homemade suit should be in the game. This is a useless suit. I don't care about the Homemade suit. Get rid of it. Now the combat in this game is the best it's probably been for a superhero game. It's so fluid and quick, and everything with the combat, as you saw earlier in some of the gameplay, was absolutely brilliant. It's so easy. It makes you actually feel like you are Spider-Man, which is what the game needed, and I think that's the best part. It makes you feel like you are Spider-Man, and I think that's important, and that's what I think Insomniac nailed. Now the story mode is honestly one of the best stories Spider-Man's had in a while. Comics haven't been able to replicate or tell as interesting of a story. I mean, there have been stories like Red Goblin with Dan Slott and other stuff, like maybe like Spider-Verse, but in terms of a single-owned Spider-Man story that actually seems like it could be a movie, and it seems like movie quality, this is the best story he's had in a while, and I think it beats Red Goblin and the last arc for Dan Slott. It is honestly amazing. There will be spoilers, so if you haven't beaten the game yet, I would advise you not watching this video until you have beaten the game. But Otto Octavius is a brilliant villain, and there's so much development with him, and everything with him is just genius. He is one of the best incarnations of Doc Ock in a while. He's absolutely brilliant in this game. That's all I'll say. Martin Lee is a great underrated villain who deserves more love because I'm Melvin Reddit, and mainly most people are praising I think Otto, but everyone forgets Martin Lee. And I think Martin Lee deserves some love also. And Electro, Vulture, Shocker, Rhino, and Scorpion are all great villains also, with the best boss battle in my opinion being Scorpion and Rhino versus Peter. Now let's talk about the supporting cast. So there's Miles Morales. Yeah, as for Miles Morales, for a side character, I think he's amazing. He's the best he's been in a while. Well, best he's been ever, because the comics Miles Morales is not good at all. I don't like him at all. He's rather annoying with his constant, be like Peter Parker, be an Avenger within like 2 issues or something. I don't know, like 5. I forgot how much issues it took for him to be an Avenger, but it was like really quick. And this Miles Morales actually is his own character. He's not Peter Parker 2.0 replacement type of character. He's actually amazing. This is why Brian Michael Bendis can't write Miles Morales. And then there's Mary Jane Watson, who is... She does get a lot of hate, and I will say MJ gets a lot of unnecessary hate, I think, at times. Does she have some SJW moments at times? Of course she does. I guess it's a thing. They have to make every female character have a social justice warrior type of act. But I will say though, besides the fact that she is kind of annoying at times with her constant, I'm gonna put myself in danger, while I get mad at Peter for trying to save me type of act, she is a great character. I love that she's a reporter. I know many people are like, oh, but that's Lois Lane. I don't like MJ being like that. I want her to be a model. I mean, when I hear that argument, I always think it's just people complaining because the character who, I always feel like it's just people complaining that a female character is doing something besides just being hot. Like as much as I'm very anti-SJW, but at the same time, I get annoyed by some guys that constantly complain about female characters being actually useful. MJ is useful. She does things on her own. She works with Peter. I like that. I think Peter and MJ do have good chemistry, but as you saw in the Heist DLC, I prefer Black Cat with Peter. And I think they have better chemistry. But that doesn't mean MJ doesn't have bad chemistry with Peter, because MJ and Peter have good chemistry, and I think it's a good relationship, it's a healthy relationship, and I think it's what both of them need, and I think it was developed well. MJ as a character is good. She could be better with her some SJW moments, but she's not bad because she wants to be useful. She's not bad because she's not super hot. Like that's what I see many people complaining about, is that MJ is not super hot, she's not a model, so that's why she sucks. But no, she does not suck, and her being a model isn't a reason to hate on her. Her being a reporter, I think, is the best thing they could have done. She's actually useful. She's not at home, what the fuck? She's not at home, just waiting for Peter. Like, many people think that MJ should just be waiting at home, waiting for Peter to come home, and not doing anything, and being worried about him all the time, having Spider-Man be the most useful character, and MJ just in the background, being saved. Like, that's not how you make a good character. MJ is not just your romantic interest, she's a character who wants to help out, and I can understand that. So hating on her is not, I don't think it's good. I think it's just dumb, the arguments I see, especially on Reddit. Reddit has the worst arguments I've seen attacking MJ. And just because she's not as attractive as Black Cat doesn't mean she's a bad character. Just saying. Now, the side missions, like what I'm doing right now, there are good side missions. I will say though that there are side missions in the game that I do like. Like for example, there are some side missions where you do like the wave shit when a bunch of group people come in, like for Wilson Fisk, the Fables Goons, and what else is there? The demons. There are a bunch of cool stuff in this for people who want to have a lot of content. But the thing is, after you beat the game, there's nothing really to do. I will say, I mean, if you don't have the DLC and you're just like going to be playing this game, there's nothing really to do after it. There's like very few side missions that will keep you interested for like months. You will probably finish side missions if you haven't beaten it in like maybe a couple days, maybe even a day. If you're constantly grinding at the game, you might beat it in a day, which is not that good, because after you beat it, there's nothing really to do. Especially with the DLC heist not having as much content, you kind of are left off just doing New Game Plus. That's all you are left doing. But see, like, you hear me talking about this game, you hear my constant pros, you hear my constant things, and you hear my rebuttals against these characters, and you hear my things. see, I love this game. This is honestly, I will say this right now, my favorite video game of all time. And this, I'm not saying it's the best video game of all time. I'm saying it's my favorite. The reason why I'm saying it's my favorite and not the best is because I do understand there are better video games out there that have more content, like The Witcher 3. I think Witcher 3 is one of the best games of all time, but I prefer Spider-Man PS4 mainly because I'm a Spider-Man fan. And I think this is my favorite game of all time, just because for personal reasons, that's why. Now, I'm going to give this game a 10 out of 10, but that's for biased reasons, since I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I absolutely love this game, since I think it's perfect in every way, besides the fact of my issues that I already have. And I do really enjoy this game. I do love it. I will be replaying this game more than any other game because that's how fun it is. The story is brilliant, the characters are brilliant, the soundtrack is brilliant, the gameplay is brilliant, everything in this game is brilliant. There are faults in this game, I will say, but besides the faults in this game, I think this game is a worthy game of Spider-Man. I think it's the best Spider-Man game we've had in a while, and the best Spider-Man game of all time. Not to mention the best Spider-Man adapted in recent years. So, I will give Spider-Man PS4 a 10 out of 10. And yeah, I think this game is brilliant. If you don't have the game yet because you don't have a PS4, you should get a PS4 for this game. This game is worth PS4 alone. Not to mention, why don't you have a PS4? PS4 is better exclusive than Xbox One. I'm sorry, but it does. Sorry, I just had to add that little thing in because it's true. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. There will be more reviews of other games. Like, I will be doing a Daredevil review. I will be doing other reviews also. Like, me and Brad will be reviewing General Grievous as a character, like in Battlefront 2 when it comes out. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And just look at Spider-Man kick ass. That's all I gotta say. Now, elevator going up or down or the fuck around, because I don't know the fucking. Stop talking, Peter, while I talk. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.